Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a magical garden that was said to have the power to grant wishes. Many people had tried to find the garden, but none had succeeded. One day, a young girl named Lily decided that she wanted to find the garden and make a wish. She set off on a journey through forests and over mountains, asking everyone she met if they knew the way. Finally, after many days of travel, she met an old woman who told her that the garden was hidden deep in the heart of the forest. Lily thanked the old woman and set off once again. She followed the old woman's directions and eventually found herself standing before a high wall covered in ivy. She climbed over the wall and found herself in the most beautiful garden she had ever seen. The garden was filled with flowers of every color and size, and the air was filled with the scent of roses and lavender. In the center of the garden stood a small fountain, and beside it was an old woman who was tending to the flowers. Lily approached the old woman and asked if she could make a wish. The old woman nodded and told her to make her wish by throwing a coin into the fountain. Lily reached into her pocket and pulled out a small silver coin. She closed her eyes and made her wish, then threw the coin into the fountain. Suddenly, the garden began to glow with a soft light, and the old woman began to transform. She grew taller and her skin began to sparkle. Lily watched in amazement as the old woman transformed into a fairy. The fairy smiled at Lily and said, "Your wish has been granted. You are now the keeper of the magical garden." Lily was overjoyed. She had never expected to become the keeper of the garden, but she knew that it was a great honor. She promised the fairy that she would care for the garden and protect it always. And so, Lily spent the rest of her days in the magical garden, tending to the flowers and granting wishes to all who came to visit. She lived a long and happy life, and when she passed away, the garden was passed down to her children and her children's children, and it remained a place of wonder and magic for generations to come.